After returning from yet another one of his frequent business trips, Michael found that his house had been devastated by a tornado. To compound matters, each of his three sons subsequently appeared, one by one, with a surprising announcement that left Michael in disbelief. Michael got out of his car in Oklahoma and was shocked by the scene before him. Several people were gathered around his house witnessing the surprising spectacle before them. Something was happening, and Michael worried. He hadn't been home in years and couldn't imagine why so many folks were around his house. No one lived there anymore. What is going on? He wondered, pulling up to a parking spot nearby. It was something worse. His house was completely destroyed. The house was located in a small town, but it was apart from other houses, so there seemed to be no other damage except to his beautiful estate, the home where he had raised his three sons after the untimely death of his wife, Cloris. He had several other properties, and his children, now grown-ups, had their own homes around the rest of Oklahoma. He hadn't returned to town or seen them in years, but he still felt sad and shocked that this place was gone. His heart started racing, and he worried about the money they would need to repair it. He could afford it certainly, but he was concerned. Suddenly, a voice to his left interrupted his worried thoughts. "Don't worry, Dad. We sold the house recently," Stuart, his firstborn, revealed. Michael couldn't believe it. "Really? Wow, son. What luck." He was relieved that they wouldn't have to worry, although he felt a little guilty for the new buyer. Suddenly, another voice sounded from his right. It was his second son, Sean, who had another shocking statement to make. "Well, actually, Stuart, the buyer only made a partial payment. They are definitely going to back out now," he revealed. Once again, Michael felt his heartbeat quicken. "Oh no, you're right, son. There's no way they would buy this now. We're going to have to spend so much money to get the house back to its former glory. The buyers are going to ask for their money back." "Yeah," Sean agreed and pursed his lips as they all turned and looked at the damage. The other people standing around the house started leaving, and Michael, Stuart, and Sean approached the damage. "So why did you sell the house, boys?" Michael asked, not knowing that their sons had such a plan in place.
Also, if you've not done so already, please subscribe to our channel and click that notification bell to get inspired by these animal stories every day. Now, back to the story.
"You're never here, Dad, and we thought it would be better. Of course, we were going to give you the money," Stuart began, kicking some of the debris around. Stuart was right. Michael went on so many business trips a year that he was never home. It didn't seem right for this house to be empty all the time. "A family should live here now," Sean chimed in. "Well, that's all moot now anyway. I'll call the realtor. They'll have to tell the buyer." "That's not necessary," a new voice called their attention. They all turned to see Michael's third son, Charles, approaching the house and looking at all the damage. "I was the buyer." "What?" Michael said, shocked once again. His son sure knew how to stir his emotions, but Charles' words were the most surprising. "Why would you do that? It's your house too." Sean complained to his little brother. "I wanted to buy it from Dad. I love this place. I moved out only because our society makes us move out at 18. But this was the perfect home to live in. It's the best house for a family, and I think I'm ready to start my own. But I asked the realtor to keep my name a secret. I wanted to buy it in full. I knew you two would offer it at a lower price if you knew." Charles explained his intentions, placing his hands in his pockets and shrugging. His brothers laughed at the strange situation, and Michael looked at each of them with fondness. They had become great men, almost on their own because he was always away, traveling and making money. As he pondered life's unpredictability and the fleeting nature of emotions, Michael realized that one's mood could shift in an instant. Despite this realization, he was determined to get things back on track and instructed his sons to call and hire workers to rebuild their devastated home. Michael even offered to gift the house to his son Charles, provided he paid his brothers for their contribution. The brothers smiled and nodded in agreement at their father's proposal. This story offers some valuable lessons. Firstly, it highlights the immense power of emotions. Michael experienced a range of emotions in quick succession as his children shared surprising news with him. Additionally, the story serves as a reminder that life is full of surprises. The family's home was destroyed by a tornado, and they discovered that Charles was the new owner, which is an unexpected plot twist that life can bring.